What is going down? YouTube, back with the Prez, Friday in the garage gym today. We'll be doing a little bit of outside in the yard and some garage work here. Over 100 degrees, we got a crazy heat wave going on this week in New York. The bars in the park are just too hot to train on. And I'm gonna be doing some weighted dips and muscle ups today, so I needed to be on a bar where I could actually touch it without my hands burning off. So today, again, it's the third full body routine of the week. It's been extremely hot here. Wednesday session, that 60-minute EMOM, well, every other minute on the minute. I still have some residual fatigue in my body right now, so I'm a little sore in some muscle groups. So today we're just gonna be focusing on hitting some PRs in the main movements, a little bit of isolation work, but the volume's gonna be pretty much relatively low, but we're gonna keep that intensity high, guys. It's not gonna be a long session, but it's gonna be an intense session. Let's get to it. All right, guys, did a few warm-up sets. I did some slams with the slam ball right there. Really get that heart rate going right here. Remember, the heat, it just drains you, right? Especially if you're sweating a lot and you're losing electrolytes. It's very important in this weather to make sure you're taking in your electrolytes, right? Water alone is not gonna hydrate you. You have to make sure you're taking in sodium, magnesium, potassium. I use LMNT for my electrolyte powder, and in this weather, I've been doing like 3 packets a day. So my pre-workout drink, which I drink just about 10 minutes before I train, beet powder, beta-alanine, 1 packet of watermelon LMNT, 5 grams of creatine mixed up in water, guys, and I put a little bit of alpha GPC, which is for like cognitive support, really helps you dial in that focus. And that's the pre-workout drink I drink right beforehand. So the salt from the LMNT that helps with the pump and helps keep you hydrated. Like I said, we're just gonna be going for a few PRs today, not a lot of movements, just a few main movements that are really gonna hopefully push that intensity up, work on building strength. Now, last Friday's routine, we hit the weighted muscle ups with 20 pounds. First time I was hitting the sets of 20, and I did 3 sets of 1 with the 20 pounds. So that's a total volume lifted of 60 pounds. Remember, the previous PR that I did with 15 pounds was 15 pounds for 3 sets of 3, right? So that was 135 pounds of total weighted muscle up volume equated, which I hit also last week. And then I progressed to the 20 pounds for 3 sets of 1. So today is to surpass that 135 pound PR mark, or that 60 pound volume PR at the 20 so far. So ideally, in a perfect world right now, I'm gonna get 3 sets of 2 with the 20 pounds. If that doesn't go good, 3 sets of 2 is gonna give me 40, 80, 120 pounds of total volume lifted, and then the next session I'll surpass that 135 total volume with the 20s again. But if the 3 sets of 2 is hard to get, then I'll go for 5 sets of 1. Last week we hit 3 sets of 1, so then I'll progress that to 5 sets of 1, and I'll get 100 pounds of total volume lifted in just 5 working sets. 3 sets of 3 with the 15 pounds was 9 working sets, right? So 135 pounds lifted in 9 working sets versus either 120 pounds lifted in 6 working reps or 100 pounds lifted in 5 working reps, depending if I get the 3 sets of 2 or the 5 sets of 1. Constant progressive overload, and then the next session after this, that's when we'll surpass that 135. So I did a few warm-up sets. I got 20 pounds strapped on right now. Let's go. I think I got the 2s in me today. Let's fucking go. I haven't hit a 2 rep muscle up set with 20 pounds in years, guys. So very happy with that, especially since last Wednesday, I was failing on every attempt with the 20 pounds. And then Friday, I was able to bang out the 3 sets of 1 unbroken, right? Much easier. So very happy with that first set right there. 40 pounds lifted in 1 set. If I hit all 3 sets of 2 right now, that's gonna be 120 total pounds volume lifted in just 6 working reps. And then if I go 3 sets of 3 with this next week, that's gonna be 60, 120, 180. So I'll take that 135 pound max volume so far that I hit, and that'll go up to 180 pounds of max volume lifted with the weighted muscle ups, guys. That's progressive overload in a nutshell. 2 more sets, about 3-minute breaks. All right, guys, second set, just about 4-minute break here. 20 pounds, let's get it. There we go, 2 sets down. And if the 3rd set goes very smooth, I might go for that 4th set, which will PR the volume overall, right? If I go for 4 sets of 2, that's gonna give me 4, 8, 12, 160 pounds total lifted in 8 reps versus the 135 lifted in 9 reps with the 15 pounds for 3 sets of 3. So, like I said, this is just, I'm giving you guys methods of constant progressive overload. Let's go. All right, guys. Set number 3. Let's get these. All right, like I said, 3 sets of 2 done. If the third set was smooth, which I wouldn't say that was the smoothest, the first rep was pretty smooth. The second rep, a little bit of a struggle, but I might give myself this 4 minutes again, maybe 5 minutes, and then go for this 4th set. Let's go. All right, guys, getting in to the 4th set. Like I said, this is gonna be the set that breaks the volume PR. I wasn't planning on doing 4, but we're going for it, I'm feeling it. Even if I catch 1, that takes the volume to 140 as opposed to 160, and the 140 is still a PR as opposed to the 135, right? So we are a total of 6 reps in right now with 120 pounds total lifted. Let's go. Smooth, we got this, let's go. Even smoother than the last set, guys. 160 total pounds lifted in weighted muscle ups. Previous PR was 15 pounds, 3 sets of 3, 9 total reps with the 15 pounds to get 135 pounds lifted. Today we did 8 total reps, so 1 rep less, and we surpassed that volume of 135. We had 160 pounds, 40 pounds lifted each set. 4, 8, 12, 16, 160 pounds lifted, weighted muscle up. Volume and a load PR right there, guys. Next week, the goal is try to be 3 sets of 3. So 9 reps again, but that will give me 180 pounds total lifted and 9 reps. So that'll be next week's goal, guys. Like I said, today everything's gonna be focusing on just PRing. We're gonna move on to some weighted dips. It might just be 1 main set here, but no more than 2 top sets or main working sets for the weighted dips. So let's get it. All right, guys. Weighted dips, warm-up sets are done. 105 pounds, I got 3 35-pound plates here. I've been with the 105 pounds now for the last 2 weeks. Last week, I hit 2 top sets of 6. The week before that, I was only hitting 5s. So the goal today is to try to hit 8 to 10 on this first top set right here. And if I hit that, I'm probably not gonna do any more sets. I might do a big drop set right after where I drop down to 70 and then 35. But first thing I'm worried about is hitting this 8 to 10. Bars are super hot here, guys. Need to throw the gloves on. Let's get it. Eight, perfect. Now, I'm just gonna drop a plate off. This is gonna be my only set of dips, so I'm gonna just run 1 big set here, taking the muscle to failure a few times, which is more than enough stimulus. I don't care what numbers I get now. As I drop the weight, it's just taking the muscle past its limit. So we caught the 8 with 105, 70 on now. Four, and then we go 1 more, down to just 35 pounds. Let's go. 1 big set here. All right, 5. Woo! 8 with the 105, 4 with the 70, 5 with the 35. More than enough stimulus and fatigue built up just on that one main set of dips right there. Main chest movement of the day. Like I said, it's gonna be lower volume work. I'm not doing a lot of exercises, but we're gonna make them intense. So we're gonna move on to the next movement, and then we're gonna finish with just a little bit of isolation work for some added volume back in the garage once we're done. All right, dip work is done. I was going to move on to more work outside for legs, but I said, you know what, let me just finish off with chest and get the isolation work in while my chest is still pumped, keep the pump in there, then we'll finish outside with lower body work. So, isolation work, like I said, now we're gonna be going incline cable flies, higher reps here. I might be doing drop sets on these. So, let's get it. Oh, tough 10 right there. I'll do one more set with that weight, trying to get again 8 to 10. And on that second set, we'll just drop the load as soon as I hit failure and keep repping out to keep a nice pump in the chest here, guys. Cables, you get that mind muscle connection. That's why you don't see me jerking. I'm really trying to feel that stretch as my arms go back. Squeeze every single rep, really getting in tune with the muscle there, guys. So one more set of incline flies, and that'll be a bigger set, drop set style. All right, second set, like I said, this will be a bigger set. Now, if you guys have access to cables and you want to hit a nice upper chest movement, try these incline flies, right? So incline means you're going from the bottom to the top. Decline flies would be they're anchored up top and you're coming more down, right? A little bit more focus on the lower chest. This is going to focus more on upper chest. I'm just going to give you guys some cues, right? So remember, it's an isolation movement. The only movement is occurring at the shoulder joint, right? Meaning the shoulder blade retracts, the shoulders roll back, and then the shoulders come forward and the arms converge. Even if the elbow is bent, there's no bending and there's no movement at the elbow joint while you're doing it, right? If the elbows are moving, you're doing it incorrectly. We're not making it a curl. It's you're stepping out. And when you're out right here, when those shoulders roll back, that's when the chest is at peak stretch, right? We're in that eccentrically loaded position with the cables being pulling our shoulders back. Load is on the chest. And then we converge up, thinking about bringing your elbows together. That's going to give you that peak contraction. Remember, I told you the action of the chest to get a max contraction is bringing the arm, the humerus, across the midline, right? So with the cables, we're starting out, and then we're converging to the midline for that peak contraction. So let's get another set here. Big stretch, big squeeze. Eight, come on. All right, 8, that was failure. Now we drop the load, and I'm going to keep dropping for 2 drops here. Keep going. Okay, one more drop. Whew. Let's go. Oh, 2 more. Oh. Okay. Big drop set right there. Now we're going to move outside. Some leg work, conditioning work in the 100-degree heat. All right, guys, like I said, outside, finishing with conditioning work now. We got the sled out. 3 45s on there, 135. This is gonna be the heaviest that I've gone for these laterals, and I'm not doing a lot of volume here, guys. We're just keeping it one main set. We're gonna lateral lunge that way, lateral lunge back, big sled run that way, big sled run backwards. That's gonna be more than enough volume to light up the legs, especially on the third leg routine of the week here, guys. And I actually, as I was walking it out, I held the 45-pound plate over my head and I was doing overhead walking lunges just as my warm-up here. So lateral lunges here, guys, is gonna be tough. Like I said, it's 100 degrees out here. Here, look, I want you guys to see. On my watch right now, you can see, hopefully, it shows 98 degrees, high of 102 right there. I hope you guys get that in focus. There you go. And let's get to it. We got to get it started first. Always is hardest to get started. Oh, there we go. Let's go. To the corner. Come on. Heaviest I've gone with these guys. Not easy. Come on, I gotta cross the white. All right. Now we turn it back and bring it back. Come on. Lights up the glutes, the medial glute, the side of the quad here, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on, we gotta cross the black truck. Come on. Come on. Woo. Tough fucking set here. That's what I'm doing for the laterals. Now rest a minute. Do a big run forward, big drag backwards, wrap it up. All right, guys, nice little 2-minute break from the laterals. 135 on here. We're going for a nice little sprint / run here, guys. Let's go. All right, another 2-minute break. Then we bring it back, backwards, and backwards really smokes the quads there, guys. So one more round. All right, guys, backward drags now, anchor to the hips. This is gonna be the hardest variation of all the 3 right here. This keeps constant tension on the quads right here, guys. Let's go. Amazing for knee health also. Same benefits that you get from walking backwards, but now you're walking backwards with resistance. Quads are burning right now already. Come on, no stopping. Straight through. Mind over matter. That's all it is. Well, we got to cross the back of my truck here. Okay, guys. It's a wrap for the sled work. Like I said, it wasn't going to be a lot of volume, but hard volume, hard work here, guys. We're going to go back inside. One more isolation, maybe two more isolation movements to finish off the routine. Let's go. All right, like I said, some isolation work now for the lats. Now I'm going to be doing a variation of a straight arm. Well, this is going to be more of a lat pullover machine, which you don't see in most gyms. Nautilus, you might find like Precore, but these are old school. It's an old school machine, right? Very similar when you see me doing like a straight arm lat pull down like this, but now we're going to be going overhead. Very similar to like a dumbbell pullover. Amazing for the lats here, guys. So I'm going to set up on my bench. Now from here, lats are fully lengthened. Straight arm movement, even if the arms are bent, guys, it's all shoulder work. Oh. Big stretch in the lats. Oh. Oh. Oh, a tough, screaming, burning 20 right there. I'm going to do another set. I'm not going to film the next set just so the video's not too long. It's a long set right there. A lot of time with attention. We're getting amazing lat isolation exercise there, guys. And this is how I rigged it to make it feel similar to a machine that you would find in the gym. So hit one or two more sets of these for 20. And then one more isolation movement for shoulders to finish off the routine. Alright guys, shoulder isolation work to finish off lateral raises. We're going to accumulate 30 total reps, maybe a little bit more with a big drop set here, guys. Starting with the 25. Dropping right to the 20s. And we're going to keep banging out reps. All right, ready for 15s? One more drop and we'll max out with the 10s now. Even if we end up over 30, it is what it is, 25 in. Let's keep going. 35, we'll do another drop. Come on, right to the 8s. We'll really go off the shoulders right here. 35 in. And then we end with the 5. Let's go. We'll break 50 here. Woo. 43. Oh, fuck. 55 for the laterals. Finish off the routine, guys. Full body again on Friday. Lower total volume. Higher intensities, guys. Muscle up PR. Dip PR. A little bit of chest isolation work with the incline flies. Nice sled drag work PRs with the 135 on the laterals. I've done much more in the pushing and the pulling, but never after laterals. And the laterals we did first was, again, cook the whole medial and outside of the quad and glute there, guys. Finish off with 2 sets of the straight arm lat pullovers, 20 reps a set, and a nice 55 rep shoulder burnout. Wrap for the week of training, Saturday, Sunday, rest days. Sunday I still go to the gym and I'll hit sauna. Some Sundays I've been throwing in just conditioning work in the morning before the sauna with like jump rope and some ab work. So we'll see how we feel on Sunday morning if we're just gonna hit sauna or if I'll throw the conditioning work in. But Monday, back to another full body day, guys. And I hope you've been enjoying the content lately, and I'm going to keep reiterating the point right now as I'm trying to get leaner and stay chiseled and maintain as much strength as possible. A 3-day full body week has been the best bet for me. Later on down the summer, as I start reverse dieting out of it, like I said, probably towards the end of August, beginning of September, we'll start increasing the calories, probably jump back on like a 5-day split when I have more nutrients available in the blood, in the system in general, to help with the recovery and to help power out that higher volume of training and the more training frequency throughout the week, guys. But full body, guys, it's amazing for beginners, advanced, intermediates. You get the frequency of being able to hit each body part 3 times a week. And the overall total volume is pretty much equated, right? So if I was doing like a push-pull leg, upper or lower, on the push day I'd be doing a lot more chest and shoulder work than just that one session. Now it's just spread out over the 3 days, right? So better to recover from, and you can push higher intensities and get better effort when you're training lower volume like this, because you're not fatiguing your muscle group in one big session, guys. So if you have a question or comment, you know, leave in the comment section. Always get back to you guys. Like the video, share with your friends and your family. If you're not subscribed, you know, guys, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. BARNATURALS.
They all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close.